What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Before we start, I just want to thank all the support on my first video. Did not expect that, but thank you truly. Anyways, Lucy Boosie here has given me another video idea that I like. However, if you think I'd rank 10 ladders, you're out of your mind, because the vast majority of these things are, well, they're ladders. So instead of doing a top 10, we're just going to be doing a top 5, and that's alright, because these 5 are some of the only interesting ones in the game, even though they're ladders. Similar to the last video, I'm ranking these ladders based on how enjoyable they are to climb on, what they connect to, and if they have any special qualities to them. Anyways, jumping right into it, we're going to go with our number 5 spot, which is going to be the lecture building ladder. A bit of an interesting pick, I know. This ladder's function is literally just to connect you to the Nightmare Frontier if you didn't access it earlier in the game with the Tonsil Stone. So why am I putting it on this list? Well, this ladder pretty much connects you to an entire other area. There's Patches, and I like Patches as a character. He's an a-hole in this game, but I like him. He's cool. So therefore, I like this ladder. But the reason this is going in number 5 is because it's literally hidden in the corner. Like, I had no idea this existed in my first playthrough, and it's surrounded by enemies, so it sometimes can be an inconvenience. But overall, it's a good ladder. I like it. It looks good, or I mean, looks as good as a ladder can look. I don't know. It's number 5 spot. Number 4, I'm going to be going with the Canehurst Castle ladder right in the middle here. I like this ladder. It's really cool how you unlock it, and it's right in the perfect spot in Canehurst. It also looks the best aesthetically. I know it's a ladder, how good could it possibly look, but hey, it looks good. The one problem I have with this ladder, however, is that if you aren't killing every single enemy around you before you start climbing, you're going to get hit by these darts, and these aren't dangerous whatsoever if you're quick. They're just annoying, and they bother me every time I'm climbing up to go fight Ligarius, which is a lot. But other than that, I like this ladder, and it goes number 4. Alright, for our number 3 spot, we got the very first ladder in the game, the one that every new player gets to have the joy of climbing. And you may be wondering, why am I putting this ladder here? Well, this is the ladder that sets the tone for the level, and it's due to one thing: the scream. On my first playthrough of the game, that joy that I felt from climbing my first ladder quickly turned into terror, and I cannot forget that feeling. So for everyone who had a similar experience to me, this is for you. It goes number 3. Coming in at our number 2 spot is going to be the ladder right smack dab in the middle of Central Yharnam. This ladder is great. It's your quintessential From Software ladder because it connects you up to a shortcut and into a sewer canal that leads you right to Gascoigne. So we already have ourselves a very useful mode of transportation to get through this amazing area. But on top of all that, it also leads you to the girl that will give you the music box, an essential item for new players when fighting Gascoigne. So yeah, great ladder. And yes, these 2 ladders are counting as one for the sake of the video. But yeah, that's our number 2 spot. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. We don't have any honorable mentions in this one. We're just going to go straight to the number 1 best ladder in Bloodborne. It's going to be the super tall ladder that you get to through the Forbidden Woods. Now, why is this the number 1? Well, this is the ladder that for new players, when they emerge to the top, there were mouths on the floor. Because the surprise of this thing connecting all the way back to the start of the game is just something so special. It's the perfect example of Miyazaki's genius when he designs levels in his games. On top of the shock value, this ladder also connects you to a very important area, that being Yosefka's clinic, and it gives you access to a third of an umbilical cord, Yosefka's blood vial, and the Canehurst summons. So technically, it gives you access to the best area in the game. The only issues I have with this ladder is that it isn't the best aesthetically, but then again, what's the big deal? And it also is kind of a marathon to climb up sometimes. On a first playthrough, it just builds anticipation, but on subsequent playthroughs of the game, it's kind of a slog. But other than that, it's a fantastic ladder, and that's your number 4 spot. Before I end this video, I just want to say thanks to everyone who chooses to support what I like to do. I love doing this stuff, and want to let y'all know I'll probably be expanding out a bit to other games. Just let me know what you want to see, and I'll try my best to get it out there. But anyways, my name's Evan, and I wish you all a fantastic day. See ya.